Yeah, like some people definitely don't. Like Sakura, she doesn't have a Kekkei Genkai, but like she has like better chakra control than Naruto and Sasuke. Like
She got better chakra control, but she's not as overpowered.
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. She can control her chakra. Naruto and Sasuke don't really control their chakra. If you notice, they just blow it all at you. Yeah,
Yeah.
they just blow it all at you, and that's that. Sakura knows how to thinly control it. Like
When like Gaara, his sand clones, them is strong
yeah, they're
because
strong.
they took a tiger bomb from
You
from
be
Rock Lee, and he just crumbled. Like one good hit would have took out one of Naruto's shadow clones. That shit was way
exactly.
more useful because they could take more hits.
Like that's what I'm saying. You didn't even get the chance to see Kakashi's shadow clones. He makes literally one, but it's just dumb strong. It's like it's him or something. You'd be like, what?
Huh? You about to say something? That's right. Yeah. Wait, what? Why is it a picture of Rock Lee with the shark?
Ooh,
Rock Lee had the shark going, and he dropped the whole bottle of sake. He's overpowered.
like
He was, I want to enjoy my youth.
swear. There was a person a long time ago that made like an animation of what it would be like for like the first like Byakugan Uchiha type character. Pretty much like you remember Sasuke's mom. Imagine if Sasuke's mom cheated with Neji's dad
Oh no.
and they had a kid. That kid would be born with the Sharingan and the Byakugan at the same time. So that would mean his left eye or right eye would be Jutsu. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Pretty much like the Sharingan is like one of the best visual jutsus, but like cause like the Sharingan pretty much is like it could catch you in any type of mirage or something that's not reality, and you wouldn't be able to exactly notice. Like like take a deep breath right now. Imagine this deep breath that you just took. Imagine that deep breath being 3 minutes long. Now imagine how tired you would be after that 3 minutes. And Uchiha can look at you with the Sharingan and make you feel exactly tired as you was breathing for 3 minutes out of that one breath that you just took. So just imagine, like, you're standing in front of this like that's why I don't understand when they like people say that people from Naruto can't beat Dragon Ball Z, because it's like Dragon Ball Z, they sit there and charge up, but if I use the Sharingan you can't move. It's like you're, you know, it's gonna be like you're gonna be caught in
Yeah.
Genjutsu type.
They could let you. They could sit there, put you in that Sharingan, have like a bunch of people punch you in your stomach
Exactly.
for like for years in there, and then
Meanwhile,
you're
as soon as he
you're
lets you out of that
curling
jutsu,
over in pain when you're out of it.
yeah,
Yeah.
like think about it. Outside of the jutsu, only a couple of seconds has passed.
You will be curling over in pain. Like, no,
And
no,
then,
stop.
yeah, like, and then the
Make it
Sharingan makes
stop.
it, like, the Sharingan makes it to where you can read moves also. Like, since, like, it can do that, then it makes it to where, like, you can see, almost read the next attack somebody's going through. Like, if you notice, like, you seen that Martyr scene that I showed you. Like, you seen how his eyes was moving when he was fighting. They were almost moving like they had a mind of their own type. Like, that's how it really be. Because it's like, you don't have to fight. Like, the Sharingan kind of, like, counter attacks for you. But, like, when you know how to fight, it makes it that much better. Like, that's how Sasuke was able to beat, you know, half the people he did. Like, it's because, like, imagine having, like, the same exact sword. But, like, or no, like, you, like, imagine you had, like, this all stainless steel, like, long sword or something, and I had this little
Yeah.
dagger. Like, my little dagger would do way more damage just because I know how to use my dagger more than you know how to use your long sword. Like, that's pretty much how it is with the Sharingan.
Yeah.
And then the Byakugan is just your. Ooh, what is this? Whoa. If if Lee had ninjutsu, it would be how Guy looks when he uses his 8 gates, I would think. Like, I feel like he would just enhance, like, you know how he does Leaf Hurricane? Like, I feel like he would just put chakra on the end of, like, that type of technique or something.
Oh, so you'd be like Neji.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I just punched a dog.
Oof.
Hold on.
Are you able to see my broadcast?
I punched it and shot it in his back.
Can y'all hear me?
Versus name is 10:30.
Hey, yo. Uh-oh.
Killed the pig. I'm about to skin it. Skin it.
He has. I was about to say it's called the harem jutsu. And then when he, yeah, and when he does the reverse, it's, obviously reverse harem jutsu, but like, he does that in front of Sakura, and she's like, that's not gonna work. He does, like, think about this. Naruto did that in front of the god of all ninja. He did that in front of the god. Actually, a hit. Like, my mic is weak. Can you hear me? Like, I got a new mic, but of course it's a Bluetooth one, so I can't like plug it in. But he did that in front of the god of all ninja and actually managed to get a hit. Like, he's really wild. Like, pretty like you know who Kaguya is. Kaguya literally created all ninja history, let's say. Now, she can change the world in seconds. She could be like we could be like in the middle of like this rock place for the fourth great ninja war, and out of nowhere she can just turn it to somewhere that weighs like 1,000 pounds just to stand up. Then she could like change the atmosphere so fast she'll be into a place where it's extra cold and like you like somewhere you just can't live, you just can't be at the moment, like, and she does that in seconds. Like I was about to say, if y'all want to watch me play it, I'm actually on that part.
Watch him play it. I'm on Reddit.
Are you still on Piggies? But yeah, freaking. Since Kaguya gave gave it her all against this random ninja team that she thought she created, she wasn't ready. What? Like, she was not ready. You said you shot a bird out the sky? Yeah. Yeah, he just got out. Oof. Oh, the rock. He's cheekbone. Oof. Boruto will never be better than Naruto. I mean, they're going to try to make it better, but it's not gonna happen. Cause Naruto happened in the perfect time frame, cause think about the stuff that happened in Naruto. If this happened, like, let's say years down the road, this story wouldn't be as touching as it is now. If this wasn't all happening now, like, that's kind of what makes Naruto Naruto. Think about it. Naruto bases himself off of talking himself to an enemy, and you talk to this enemy, and you actually like change the enemy's ways. Like, think about, like, if you was like
what he did was up.
yeah, exactly. Like, you talk to somebody and you change their whole way of thinking to the point they're ready to fight for you. Like,
Oh my god, they're all so old. Ew.
so just imagine you have to do that in Boruto too. Like, that's not easy to replicate. It might have been, easy the first time around, but like, imagine trying to do it on purpose now. Like, that's what they're trying to do, and it's not, it's not exactly working. Ooh. What?
No, it's Sakura in the wiki.
Oh.
It's Shadow Clone Jutsu. And now she's circling around Rock Lee with all her shadow too.
I remember this one time Naruto transformed. Like, you know how they got that transform jutsu, and it's like they could change into whoever, but it's like they don't exactly look like them. I'll never forget when Naruto changed into Sasuke and had that date with Sakura, and they went to the to that little seat, little thing that they be sitting outside of the Hokage's office. And Naruto had to go to the bathroom. They're talking her out while his stomach is growling. I was I was like, pretty sure Sasuke's not that lame.
I found out that Naruto, because like I was new to the show, when I found out that Naruto actually beat up Sasuke and tied him up, I was like, oh
Yeah,
no.
you'd be surprised. Like, Naruto's a tweak for that boy. Like, you know from the first fight, like he sat there and was like, "You're not going to Orochimaru." Like, he literally, like, you remember how he viewed the Nanto before that. Like, remember during the tuning exams, he's like, "I'm not dependent on your power at all. Like, I don't need your power. I can do this myself," type stuff. Now, as soon as he seen Sasuke, all that went out the window. He was like, "No, I'm beating you up. You're not going nowhere." He said, "I'm breaking all your bones and I'll drag you back to the village." I'm like, "Excuse me?" Whoa, you would talk to me like that? Literally picks him by his shirt and says, "Now come on, we're going." I'm like, "Oh, he's hot."
Yeah, I was like, how did he really just pick him up?
I told you, he's hot. He's really hot. Like, he was mad as hell. And then just think about this.
Naruto punched him, Sasuke spit blood on
Yeah, he spit the blood back on his face. He had it on his knuckles. He just crunched his fingers and just he just cracked him in his face again. He just ate it. No, I was dying when when Sasuke was giving Naruto the hands and he kept crunch hitting him in his chest. You just heard the ribs cracking. He punched him, gave him like a 2-hit combo and kicked him away, dug in his bag, threw his shurikens at him. I'm like, whoa, whoa, you're taking his ninja tools now. Like, it was just wild. I'll never forget that fight. Like, Sasuke went in his tool bag. Like, Naruto thought he was gonna hide behind a rock, and Sasuke threw 2 shurikens. And the first one he threw straight up, and the second one like deflected off of it so he could hit him behind the rock. I was like, "You're mad." I was like, he literally just like deflected a Kula off. Like, that boy don't play.
He first fought Gaara and he took off his ankle weights.
You think you're about to be guard just by dropping a couple of pounds of weight? That was couple of pounds, B. I was like, theoretically speaking, if those hit the ground hard, each weight had to weigh at least 400. Like every little solid little brick. Cause the way them things hit the ground was, man, that was whoa. You just see mad smoke. I'm like, yeah.
Walk around with those.
Like, people do though.
You gotta think about too. Lee had all of those weights. He don't have those weights on when he's sleeping and all that. Now, think about this. What's usually a weight?
Sand.
Sand. What is
Gara.
what have on the side? He would just drop that off.
But that's the other thing.
That,
Like,
Well, what if
and
those were,
look,
those were metal bricks?
that's exactly what that's exactly what I was about to say. That's what they were. They were metal slabs. Cause when they took them off, you heard them. It was clanging off of each other. He took them things off and dropped them. They was pong them all. So that they gotta be titanium rods in there. Like, calm down, boy. Like, it's not that real. Ooh. Like the only person I've ever seen do some stuff like that was Piccolo. He took off his little head thing, and short of goodness, that thing hit the world tournament floor. It was, oh, how much did that thing weigh? Like 50 pounds on top of your head. Like, man, I can only imagine. You always see them characters wearing those clothes, so just imagine. Like, there could be a chance Rock Lee goes to sleep with weights on. Like, there could definitely be that possibility. That's scary. Like,
What other jutsus do Shikamaru use?
he has shadow possession, shadow stitching, shadow strangle, shadow shuriken.
Shadow stitching.
when he was, are you talking about when he was a kid or like?
Shit. I was about to say, if we're talking about Shikamaru period, then I'm telling you like all of his moves. Are you talking about like Shikamaru, like all in, yeah. So shadow stitching is like, you know what Sasuke's Amaterasu looks like? Alright, do you know what it looks like when Gora does his, no. Have you ever seen Jiraiya use Needle Jizu? And he turns his hair real spiky?
Oh, yeah.
You see that, imagine that black. That's what shadow stitching is, and he can make the shadow like stitch through whatever he like, you know, whatever shadows he can just with that one black shadow. Hence the name stitching them together. So like pretty much shadow stitching is a bigger version of shadow possession, but it's not like making a circle, it's just making like little strings attaching to the different people he can control rather than like just a whole bubble of controlling niggas.
Is there like one where he uses the shadows to make you stop moving, but only he can move and you can't?
No.
Only two.
I was about to say, I don't know nothing like that. Like, the only... Because that's the thing about, like, his shadow possession. Like, if you ever seen, like, the closest one to that would be his shadow shuriken jutsu. And, like, if you seen, that's what he did in the tuning exams, like, when he tied his shirt around that kunai and then threw it, and, like, the wind, like, caught back into it and popped up like a parachute over the sun. And like it caused him and her shadow to connect because it was like it played like a cloud. So like when he pretty much like threw it up, it was like the whole stadium, if not pieces of it, were already covered by like shadow. And if you remember, he was fighting Tamari and she has wind style, so she could have easily blown it away. It wasn't the fact that she couldn't blow it away, it was the fact that she didn't know he was going to throw it. Because if you notice, like, he threw it out of the smoke. If he would have threw it while he was just sitting there watching him, like, preparing to throw that thing, you would have known automatically that, like, what his plan was, you know, to connect y'all two shadows from standing from back there. But like, since he was able to connect their two shadows with the shadow shuriken, that's how he quit. He was able to raise his hand and say, I quit. How would he be able to raise his hand and say, I quit, at the same time Tamori did, if he had her in shadow possession? That's how he moves without, you know, actually making her move as well, because he stitched her shadow to that shuriken rather than his own. So he can control her when he connects back to it. But like, if he's not connected to it, then he, you know, she can't move. She would just be stagnant. Then he would go, you know, walk up to her and kill her, you know. Oof. I mean, that's if that's what you gonna use him for.
Shadow possession jutsu.
Oof.
A lot of them.
Or, you know, you can look at it to save evil.
What's
Like
it
if
called?
he use shadow clone jutsu to hold him down.
And Boruto, he has a jutsu where it's like tape, where his shadows are like tape. He can literally do like shadow possession, like how he usually does, and then walk away from it and still standing.
Moiwo. Nope. I just guessed.
I got 7 GB left.
It take 2 discs to download 1 game.
That's why I get digital downloads.
Tell him this ain't that and that ain't this. Get wrong with him.
But then that's the thing, I think
Hey.
it's better to have the CD so you don't have to have a whole 106 or 109 GB on the station at once. That's just retarded, like.
Big facts.
Naruto did his hand sign and then he shows you his face and you know what time it is.
Uh-oh.
In the shadow clone jutsu.
Anytime Naruto is weaving hand signs, it's about to be something dangerous. It's like Naruto doesn't weave hand signs. Ooh. Anytime you see Naruto's hands together in any motion, you should be wanting that. Like, that should be the last thing on your mind.
Kakashi and he was doing the bells with him and Kakashi was behind him.
Hit him with that 1,000 years
And
of
they
death.
said,
It was secret ninja art.
destroy him.
Yeah, it was like he's gonna destroy him. I was like, them fingertips, dog. You'd be surprised. Like, yeah. It said secret ninja heart, 1,000 years of death. Naruto turns around and knows it's too late to run. I was like, oh no. Boy went up in the air holding his ass. I was, oh no. Hurt. Hurt.
Does Kakashi ever learn how to do the Rasengan?
Yeah, he knew how to do the Rasengan. It's just he like. Yeah, like, and you know, want to teach Naruto, that would be kind of cheap. Yeah, that was the point. It was their little pet. He taught Naruto the Rasengan. He's like, if you know the fourth Hokage could do that, and pretty much he was just from the Akatsuki. So then Kakashi was like, Kakashi was like, bet Siege.
I literally just killed one person with a C4, the other person with a pistol, and then one other person with a pistol, and then the last person.
I caught somebody behind the door with a fuse before we got off. I threw one behind the door. It was.
I swear this tiny
swear they be yeah. You gotta maintain your weapon. Cause I was about to say usually it depends on where you shoot. Cutthroat. Alright. What shall I do now? I just got a trophy, objective driven. Apa chai.